Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 5 of launch week. So we're getting closer and closer to the end. So doors for Her Empire Builder Mastermind are closing on Tuesday. So if you are wanting to jump in, now is the time, herempirebuilder.com. But today, what I want to tell you about is how to create content the easy way, because so often as course creators, we know that we have to kind of be like content creators. We have to create a hell of a lot of content in there. Hello, Melissa. Hi, Svet. How you going? Hi, Kylie. Hi, Donna. So we have to create a lot of content in order to promote your online course business. And sometimes that can be really overwhelming and going, you know what, I know I need to create all this content, but how do I actually do that? How do I get started? How can I make sure that I'm creating the right content when I have no time available? So one of the biggest things that I hear from people is like, I know I need to be able to do that, but I don't have enough time. And this is where creating less content but quality content is going to get you a better result every single time than creating super generic content. So yesterday I spoke about personal branding with that as well. And so that is something that, you know, if you missed that one, go back and watch that one so that you can see it. But now I want to talk about like using that and then creating the content. So the first thing to really take into consideration, I'm going to tell you 5 things to think about when you are looking at creating content the easy way. And I can see Jara's put in the comments there about our win competition. So every day this week while I'm going live, if you go to tinatower.com/win, every day we are drawing a winner that will win a copy of my book, $1 Million Micro Business. And then on Tuesday, when we're at the end of launch week, we will be drawing the winner who will win, oh my gosh, a Rode podcast mic, which is the microphone that I use and love. So we'll be giving that away. So if you haven't gone in that draw yet, go to tinatower.com/win and you can put your details all in there. And of course, herempirebuilder.com if you want to apply for Her Empire Builder. So I've got a few time slots left today and a couple on Monday, and that is it. Then doors close. So jump on into that. Okay, let's get into the 5 things. First one is clear messaging. So the internet is noisy, right? There's a lot of different things going on. There's a lot of different places that you need to be really clear about what it is that you're doing and who you're serving. And so once you identify exactly who your market is and who you're creating content for, it actually gets really easy to create content, because you're not trying to go, you know, what am I supposed to say today? What am I supposed to write? What am I supposed to create? Because you know that perfect customer, whatever you call them. Like for me, I have Alice Carrington. She is my ideal customer, and she is who I think about whenever I'm creating content. So I'll go, all right, what would be helpful to Alice today? What does Alice need today? And then I will create the content exactly for that. So I never have to think, gosh, what does she want? What does she need? Because Alice is like me from 5 years ago. So I know exactly what Alice needs and wants. So it's very easy to have that clear messaging. And when you can identify that clear messaging for your business, it means that your customers will be attracted to you, because they're like, oh my gosh, I have the problem that I need solving, and she is the person that can solve it for me. And so clear messaging is the number one thing in going, what do you want to be known for? So when you talk about what do you want to be known for, it's going, hi, Lisa. Hi, Camry. It's taking that on and going, so often I hear people going, you know, I really want to be known for this, but then other people are coming to me and they're asking me about this, and they're asking me about this, and they're asking me about this. How that is actually occurring is the messaging isn't clear. If you have super, super clear messaging and you're only talking to your perfect customer about the things that you want to be known for, then you are going to get people coming to you going, I want that thing. They're not going to ask you for a product that you don't have, because you're not talking about different things. So clear messaging is number 1. Number 2 is branding and content. So you want to make sure that your content is distinctly you. So we talked about this a little bit yesterday with personal branding, in making sure you're sticking to your brand so that when people see you in their busy feeds, they're like, oh my gosh, I can tell that is Lisa because it looks so classy and so fabulous, which Lisa is. So you want to be able to like really brand with that. So for me, it's color. Like everything that I do has punchy, bold color, usually in the pink, blue, and yellow. So anything that I do has to have that color in it so that people can see it and recognize that, oh, that's Tina Tower. Like it looks like a rainbow. It's kind of vomited on that. I'm all for that. You know, it's the earrings, it's doing all of that sort of stuff, mainly so that branding is there and so that it can be easily distinctive. So if you've got brand colors, it even comes down into like doing the photo shoots. And I mentioned this really quickly yesterday. But one of the things to look at is on your website, what usually makes a really cohesive, really neat, really clear website, when you also match your branding. So next time you go and do a photo shoot, make sure that the colors that you're wearing and everything that you're doing actually match your brand colors as well. You don't want to, be wearing a leopard print top when your whole branding is all like black and white or pink and white or whatever it may be. So really take that into consideration so that when people are scrolling through their super duper noisy feeds, they see you and they're like, oh yes, I know who that is. And they're instantly reminded of your services and what you do with that as well. Number 3 is relevant content. So we've got number 1 is clear messaging. Number 2 is clear branding. Number 3 is relevant content. So you want to serve your market, not serve everybody. And sometimes this can be really scary. This can be a really scary part of the business is when I only got super successful when I killed most of my business. So when I looked at all of the different services that we were offering and going, you know what, this person's coming to us for this person's coming to us for this. Like it's so many different things. And so that messaging is being diluted. And when I really went, you know what, I am only going to be perfect for female course creators that want to build through content marketing and branding. That was it. I cut off everything else. I didn't do any of the other different things. I just wanted to be perfect for that one group. So it meant that all of that content was going to be great for that group. It also meant that different people that say they had service-based business or product-based business or wanted to do some type of different iteration of business that wasn't that, what that meant was the content was no longer right for them. And that is totally fine because it's not about vanity metrics. And a lot of the time, people are looking at going, I want to have a bazillion followers and do it, all of that sort of thing. Those numbers don't matter if those people are not buying from you. And, I've had plenty of people come to work with me that have 20,000, 30,000 Instagram followers, but aren't converting them into business. And usually it's because that content is broad. It's good for everyone, but it doesn't have that perfect market sitting there going, you know what? This is exactly what I need. This was made for me. So I want you to really look at, are your products with your perfect customer? Are they looking at it going, is that made for me? All right, so that's number 3. Number 4 is batching. So who is short of time right now? Let me know in the comments if time is not your friend. If you're like, you know what, I seem to perpetually run out of time to do all the things that I want to do in my life. I think that would be pretty much everybody. So this is where batching and content planning comes into play. So inside of Her Empire Builder, one of the main things that we do focus on is planning, because I am big on the planning and being able to know exactly what you're doing when you're doing it and for everything to have a strategic purpose, because we do not have time and energy to waste. Time and energy is the most important ingredient that we have in our lives. So we don't want to waste any of that. And so the way that you can really harness that is to batch create your content. So working out from a monthly point of view, what are you going to be focusing on? And where are you in your customer journey in terms of sales and when you're going to launch next and when you're doing all of your different marketing activities? And then going, okay, what sort of content do I need to create under those focuses? So that way everything's mapped out, everything has a strategy, and you can get in there and I can create our entire month of content in about half a day to a day. So that's how long it takes me for all of the content that you see. And the reason why I can do that so efficiently is because I have a kick-ass plan. So I really follow the content marketing, and we do share that with everybody in our mastermind as well, so that you can get that combination that works for you and is super strategic. So you want to really think of how you want your customer to be moving through your business, and then batch creating that content in there as well. And then number 5, the final one, is to reuse and repurpose. Hello, Brianna. How you going? So you want to be able to reuse and repurpose all of your content. So when you create a piece of content, I like to call it hero content. So usually in the month, you might create 3, 4, maybe max 5 hero pieces of content. So that could be podcasting for me. So for me, it's podcasting. That is my hero content. So that is where a lot of my effort and planning goes into. And then we can take that content and we can cut it up in 25 different ways. So for us, when we do a podcast interview, if we've done that on video, we can take that video, we can put it onto YouTube, we can extrapolate the audio that goes on as the podcast. We can use it for multiple different social media posts because we can get the captions out and we can have the sharing there. It also becomes the basis of our weekly newsletter. So from that one piece of content, we can reuse and repurpose it in a lot of different ways. And so that's why I like having a lot of effort into hero content. And that's the easier way to be able to do that as well. So if you haven't already, go to tinatower.com/win if you're on live and put in your details, because we are giving away a competition every day to win a copy of my book, $1 Million Micro Business. And then at the end of the week, we will be drawing the competition to win a podcast mic, the Rode podcast mic, and a hat and a bottle and a book and all sorts of stuff in there. But if you haven't done that yet, go to tinatower.com/win. We'll be drawing that competition in about 5 minutes. And then if you haven't applied for Her Empire Builder already, go to herempirebuilder.com. So we are in launch week of our mastermind program. Now, our mastermind is super specific. It is designed for female course creators that are ready to go big, that are going, you know what, I want to be able to level up this. I want to be able to launch. I want to be able to make a big impact. I want some strategy and I want to know how to do the things that I want to do. I want to know how to do the marketing. I want to know how to do my team management. I want to know how to do my finances. I want to know how to do everything with the business behind the online course. So if you are looking at growing your online course, it is the best program in the world. So go to herempirebuilder.com and apply. We do close doors on Tuesday. So it's getting pretty close. So I would encourage you, if you're looking at it, to go on into there. So if anyone got any questions, I'll go over the 5 things again. But if you've got any questions about content marketing or about the mastermind or about anything to do with online business, let me know. So we've got the 5 things to consider when you're doing content marketing is 1, have clear messaging. 2, to have clear branding and content, so it's speaking directly to your ideal customer. 3 is to have relevant content. Don't try to be all things to all people. Be perfect for your perfect customer. 4 is batching, so that you can help to protect your time and energy and do more things in less time. And number 5 is to reuse and repurpose. So they are our main 5 things that you need to consider when you are doing content marketing. This is a super quiet group today. Usually I have a whole lot of questions come in. We've got one here over on Facebook. Do you need the course creator first, or can this be done in Her Empire Builder? Great question. So it depends on how fast you want to move. So if you don't have your course launched yet, but you know exactly what your idea is and you know you're going to launch in the next 90 days. So by the end of January, if you know you're for sure going to launch by then Her Empire Builder will help you, because you do get access to the short courses as part of the Empire Builder program too. But if you're going, you know what, I know I'm about 6 months away, I'm going to really take my time and ebb and flow through it, then I would wait until the next round, which is in April. So that's kind of the distinction there. If you're there going, I know my course, I just haven't started yet, but oh my gosh, I am ready to light that fire and just go for it, then it's right for you. So go to herempirebuilder.com and we can have a chat about that. Hello, Lisa. Lisa's in launch at the moment too. Hi, Karen and Helen. Hi, Mary. How you going? So let me know, does anyone else have any questions around content marketing or any questions about online courses? So Sasha, hi Sasha, has asked here, I hear about people launching and then writing their course. Do you recommend this? No, I do not. Look, it's controversial is the answer to that. So you'll hear a lot of people, especially in digital online marketing, saying like market it first, sell it first, and then launch, so that like, and then create it so that you know that there's a market for it. I'm not a fan of that because I think from an integrity point of view, it's just never really sat right with me. If you're live teaching a program, so say you're going, you know what, so say Sasha, for you, you're running a 6-week program and you know that you're going to run this on week 1, this on week 2, and you're going to do it live. You're going to live teach like every Monday night for the next 6 weeks. Say it's that sort of thing. Then yeah, for sure, like launch it and then you're live teaching the program for the first time. So that could be a really good way to start without having to go to the effort of creating everything as you go. Because when the people go through the first time, it's also, it's also going to change a little bit. You're going to get different questions, you're going to get different feedback, and you're going to go, okay, I need to be able to tweak and change this before you pre-record. So that can be a really good idea. Where I'm really super against it is if you're like, I think this may be a good course idea. I don't know, I'm going to like test it and put it out there, and you like put it out, you get 3 sales, you're like, yeah, nah, that wasn't enough. So you cancel that and then you refund those people, you try something else. Like that's just super dodge, I reckon. And I think you can't sell the program that you are selling with conviction if you don't know what the content is. So I would encourage you to map out the content, know exactly what it is you're selling, know exactly intricately what the value is to the customer, because really when we're selling online courses, it's a value exchange. It's going, you know what, you pay me and I will deliver this transformation promise that you're after. And so it's that value exchange. So you have to really know the value that you're giving the customer. And I think if you don't know that yet, then you shouldn't start selling it until you know. And in saying that, you can always change your mind. Like you're going to ebb and flow. The only thing certain is when you launch your online course is what you have in a year's time, the business you have is going to be very different than the business that you have at the beginning. Like that is 100% certain in there as well. Hi, Melissa. You are so welcome. Jump in and apply, herempirebuilder.com. You should jump on. We should talk to each other. So I've seen a lot of people on the same lives every week, but if you're one of them, jump on, let's chat so that I can answer all of your questions on there as well. Because we close on Tuesday. So the process is once you go to herempirebuilder.com, you fill in the application form. We have a quick chat on Zoom so that we can get to know each other, get to see whether I'm the right person to be able to help you reach your goals. And then you get sent the invite link for that as well. All right, so I am ready to draw our prize here. So let me just get this all set up. I'm going to hit the little button that we have created here, so we can spin. I've got so many different windows open here. All right, let me hit it here. So I will let you know on Instagram what it lands on. I've got the filming going on Facebook here, and the winner of today's book is Sasha. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yay, well done. Sasha from Virtually Assisted is the winner today. So you will be sent a copy of your book, and everybody that went in the draw today will go in the draw on Tuesday's live. We will draw our grand prize, which is a full Rode podcaster mic so that you can get going. Yeah, I know. Well done, Sasha. And a hat and a drink bottle and some other cool stuff too that we put together in there as well. You are so welcome. So if you have any questions about Her Empire Builder, you can DM me later. I know some people don't like to put questions in the comment box. That's totally fine. Send me a message and we can chat through there. If you want to apply for Her Empire Builder, go to herempirebuilder.com and I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great, fantastic day. And I will see you this afternoon. I will be interviewing one of our members live at 3 p.m. and then our next live on Monday. I don't do them on the weekend. But if you've got any questions throughout the weekend when you're thinking about Empire Builder, send me a message because in launch week, I will be on. All right. Thank you so much, everybody.